Welcome to Satan is My Superhero. In this episode, we wrap up the year with one final look at Satan in 2024's news. Or more accurately, we put shit on liars who invoke Satan to get attention from those mentally, emotionally, and intellectually less fortunate than the rest of us.
Well, now I feel personally targeted.
In the 4th century of the Common Era, the very Christian Roman Emperor Theodosius I banned the Olympic Games because they are a pagan ritual.
We Christians don't like fun.
1,500 years later, the Olympic Games were started again in 1896, and Christians everywhere did not complain because they are oblivious to history.
Books are for burning.
In July 2024, this ancient Greek ritual venerating the worship of Zeus arrived in gay Paris, and once again Christians didn't complain because they don't know things.
I have soiled myself.
Then some drag queens appeared in the opening ceremony, recreating the
Jean-Van Bougier painting, Les Festins des Doigts, or The Feast of the Gods.
And suddenly Christians everywhere felt attacked.
And when he says everywhere, he means America.
The first of the 7 seals have been broken! This is it, people. We are in the end of our days. Paris has been overrun by the gays. And to be honest, I'm not surprised.
They ran around with their hair on fire, claiming the scene was making fun of a completely different painting. Leonardo da Vinci's Last Supper.
Leonardo was gay, you know.
Turtles can't be gay. Only frogs. Alex Jones told me.
The Christians' continued outrage after the facts had been pointed out to them by absolutely everyone online only further exposed their intellectual dishonesty.
Those filthy frogs are forcing me to get a boner over men in dresses. I mean, they're making fun of my firmly held beliefs.
I wouldn't even bother giving the story any time at all. It's just too stupid, but I included it because it resulted in Rob Schneider posting this on Twitter.
I'm sorry to say all the world's greatest athletes. I wish you all the best, but I cannot watch an Olympics that disrespects Christianity and openly celebrates Satan. I sincerely hope these Olympics get the same amount of viewers as C-SPAN.
We can only imagine the shockwaves this sent through the American Olympic team.
Now, team, I know it's going to be hard going out there today, knowing Rob Schneider's not watching, but we've just got to... Oh, excuse me. We've just got to pick. We've just got to pick ourselves up. Oh, God. I'm sorry, guys. I'm lying to y'all. There's just no way any of us can win gold without the support of, checks notes, Rob Schneider. He's the you can do it guy, right?
What did C-SPAN ever do to Rob Schneider to end up as collateral damage in this Christian magic hate hex?
It's all over, guys. The jig is up. Rob Schneider has figured out we worship Satan here at C-SPAN. It's time to close it down.
Who's Rob Schneider?
Oh yeah, good point. Carry on, business as usual.
On August 1st, conservative Christian podcaster...
Bigot. Sorry, carry on. Just had to... something in my throat. Had to clear it.
Conservative Christian podcaster Ellie Beth Stuckey got very upset about an...
extremely gory,
book she had just discovered filled with rape, genital mutilation, and a...
cruel and merciless God.
That's right, you know where I'm going with this. The book Conservative Christian podcaster...
Bigot. Sorry, still got that thing in my throat. Bigot.
The book Conservative Christian podcaster Stuckey had discovered for the first time in her life was the Christian Bible.
Wow, I didn't see that coming.
The particular edition of the Christian Bible Stuckey was so offended by was the Brick Bible. First created as a website by Albie Sperling in 2001, I'll let the About page from the website describe what the Brick Bible is.
The Brick Bible is creator Albie Sperling's epic 12-year endeavour to illustrate the entire Bible using only Lego bricks as an artistic medium. It is motivated by a desire to increase people's knowledge and consideration of the content of the Bible in a way that's both captivating and fun while always staying true to the text of the scriptures.
The Brick Bible was published in book form a decade later and along with a watered-down children's version has sold around 500,000 units.
Who would
win in a fight? Lego Batman or Lego Jesus?
Does Lego Jesus use Kung Fu?
No.
Probably Lego Jesus then.
Stucky begrudgingly admits the Brick Bible isn't actually lying about what is in her holy book, but
There's nothing that indicates that it would be blasphemous. Of course, because it wants Christians, and it especially wants unsuspecting kids to read it. And they want these violent images to be stuck in their head, so that when they think about God, and they think about Christianity, they are fearful and angry.
You should be fearful and angry whenever you think about Christianity.
Stucky then goes on to bring herself to the attention of this show by saying,
It's so much like Satan to make a book like this that looks cheery and loving on the outside, that really, on the inside, is a poor depiction of what God is.
Oh, Satan. You tricky devil, you.
Stucky's owners, Blaze Media, promoted her podcast with the headline,
Demonic Storybook Bible sold to kids by a transgender atheist.
While it is true Sperling is a transgender atheist, and Lego or otherwise, all Bibles are demonic storybooks, the adult version of the Brick Bible is not intended for children.
What are those Legos doing?
Well, when a mummy minifig loves a daddy minifig very much.
As I mentioned, there is a children's version sans the rape and genital mutilation. It still features a cruel, merciless God because, of course, the God of Judeo-Christian mythology was created and is followed by vindictive little beta cucks, fantasizing about an all-powerful supernatural redeemer to fight their pathetic fights for them.
Who ate my yogurt? Come on, guys. I wrote my name on it. Please, dear Lord, who art in heaven, can you please cast Janice from accounting into a burning lake of fire?
In Stucky's rant, she could not help herself and criticised Sperling for having attended an Episcopal church. Because do you know what Christians hate more than anything else on God's green planet? Other Christians.
Jesus loves me.
Fire for you, bitch. I'm the only one Jesus loves.
In your dreams, Mole.
Fight, fight, fight!
In September, the Satanic Temple of Iowa planned to host a 2-day public reading marathon of John Milton's Paradise Lost. See our episode, Paradise Lost, as to why they would have chosen that text.
Gratuitous back catalogue plug.
The event was to be hosted at the Iowa State Capitol building, where many events of this type have been held before, including Bible readings. But wouldn't you know it, on the very day the marathon was added to the roster of upcoming events, the policy regarding hosting multi-day events at the Capitol building suddenly and unexpectedly changed.
Sorry about that.
Unperturbed, the canny Satanists moved operations to a different publicly owned state-run venue, the Tama County Courthouse.
All rise for the Honorable Judge Satan. Devil Court is now in session.
Everyone here is guilty. Court adjourned. Let's go to the pub.
While the Satanic Temple was setting up for the event on the day, the Tama County supervisors were holding a meeting right across the street, changing their rules for who could use the taxpayer-funded facility.
I move to add an item to the agenda titled, Just Not Satanists.
While there are now new rules, they were unable to keep the marathon from going ahead on that particular day. Board of Supervisors Chairman Kurt Hilmer said,
Unfortunately, the First Amendment dictates what we can do and can't do.
The elected official finds the foundational laws of the United States of America unfortunate.
I would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for that pesky Constitution.
As you, I'm sure, know, the Satanic Temple don't worship the devil.
Oh,
They don't even believe he exists.
00.
They are atheists, sick of watching the USA slip headfirst into a Handmaid's Tale Christian theocracy and are taking a legal stand against the slide.
You shall not pass.
Do they want to spend 2 days reading a 10,000-verse poem written in early modern English on the lawn of a local courthouse?
Maybe?
No. They want to make sure the nation built on religious freedom recognizes all religions equally. or none at all.
Preferably none at all.
The Satanic Temple would prefer no religious rituals, celebrations, or acknowledgements took place on publicly owned, taxpayer-funded property.
The rest of us shouldn't have to fund your made-up bullshit.
But Jesus built all the roads.
What?
You heard me. Checkmate, atheist.
So with the fact that the Satanic Temple would prefer all religions be kept out of public venues, listen to this delicious statement from Hilma when asked about Satanists holding events on public property.
If it keeps happening, I would probably vote for not letting anything happen over there.
That's all we want.
In October, an urban opera called
La Porte des Ténèbres,
or
The Gate of Shadows,
took place over 2 days in the streets of Toulouse in France.
France again? Are a lot of Americans immigrating to France? Is that where Marine Le Pen's getting her votes from?
This spectacular performance featured truck-sized models of mythological monsters like the Minotaur, a spider woman, Ariadne, and a half-woman, half-scorpion called Lilith.
Oh my god, Lilith! No, Lilith! Please, not Lilith!
Who's Lilith again?
This particular version of Lilith was originally named
The Guardian of Darkness,
and described as
10-metre-high mechanical creature is part scorpion and part devil woman. As well as moving its face and entire body, including its scorpion tail and 8 legs, the Guardian of Darkness breathes fire, water, and steam from its mouth. Ooh, that sounds wicked.
I would say perfectly delightful.
The Guardian of Darkness was originally built for Hellfest, the premier annual French metal festival.
Ouh là là, je ne comprends pas. C'est qui se conflit comme ça. Je suis en comprendre. Oui, non. C'est un.
The real Lilith is a succubus-type demon from Jewish folklore. She is not biblical, and Christians have no reason to ever even consider her, unless they're discussing Fraser's wife.
You have to be Xerox machines and a single landline phone in the whole world to understand that one.
The show is about...
A radio psychologist lives with his aging father in rainy Seattle.
No, not Fraser. Gate of the Shadows.
Oh, I see. Driven from the garden of the Hesperides, Lilith, the scorpion woman, has found refuge in the depths of the earth. Freed by Hades, king of the underworld, she wanders from city to city in search of damned souls to increase her followers and her power.
So not a reference to Christian mythology.
That's never stopped Christians before.
We reserve the right to be offended by everything.
The city's Archbishop, Guy de Caramel, consecrated the diocese to the Sacred Heart of Jesus at a mass 2 weeks before the show, claiming his consecration was a
spiritual act to protect our city of Toulouse and our diocese from these dark threats and despair. We need serenity, not darkness.
Fix it.
However, the Archbishop did admit
the world will only be transformed if people let themselves be touched.
Come on, Guy. You're killing me.
I don't think Catholic priests should ever use any sentence that includes the phrase,
if people let themselves be touched.
In November, America sat on its own balls.
That's smart. They're really smart.
If we get this right, we'll elect the Antichrist, bring about Armageddon, and end our miserable lives to spend eternity in the glory of heaven while the cool kids burn in an eternal lake of fire. I mean, Democrats are pedophiles or something.
On election night, show favourite Lance Wallnall told other show favourite Amanda Grace, "We have to have revived believers, strong and connected as an ecclesia, to go where the gates of hell are located, in the DOJ, in the government, in the IRS." Personally, I don't find anything noteworthy in a Christian con artist singling out the Department of Justice and Inland Revenue Service as the next targets of his spiritual warfare. Shame on you if you think there's anything going on there.
Nothing to see here.
Look away! Look away!
Also, you may have noticed Wallnall's use of the word ecclesia in that statement. It's an ancient Greek word used in the Bible to denote a congregation or church.
Why didn't the Dick Biscuit Just say congregation.
Because, TTs, he's incredibly intelligent and speaks Bible like a pro.
That was sarcasm, dummy.
Many experts in this area began noting straight away a Trump victory is not actually good for these grifters.
Oh yay, look at that. He caught the car. Yeah, it was always going to end that way.
These charismatic evangelical preachers need to keep the momentum of hate going, and as political scientist Paul Juppé said,
Raging against demonic forces when there are no Democrats in charge of anything anywhere rings thin.
he's not wrong.
So, what now?
Well, I guess we go home to our families and spend time with those who love us.
Oh my god, my life is completely meaningless!
While I do agree, I would counter with the fact that these people have been raging against their own imaginations their whole lives. They don't need Democrats in government to be in a fight for their immortal souls.
That's not the real Donald Trump in the White House. It's a robot built and controlled by Hillary Clinton. You can tell from the way he didn't deport all those migrants and inflation got worse.
And as if to prove my point, just 2 weeks after the election, the incel arm, the UFC arm of the coalition of motivated self-interest groups held a coronation for their king at Madison Square Gardens.
I, Donald J. Trump, promise to look after only my fellow billionaires who elected me.
In attendance were newly anointed incel princes Elon Musk and Joe Rogan.
I'm cool just like you, Joe.
Nope.
I'm funny too.
No, you're seriously not funny. Like, not at all.
I'm a billionaire.
Yeah, and somehow you made even that unattractive. Arguably, the two most powerful voices in the incel community posed for photos with their new commander-in-chief. As these photos went around the interwebs, it was noticed Musk was wearing a medallion of the Omega symbol. Omega, of course, being the last letter in the Greek alphabet.
Forget about the alphas, betas, and the sigmas. I'm the omega.
The pattern recognition monkeys went into overdrive claiming this was the sign. It's the beginning of the end.
Finally, the end is here. Take me now, Jesus. But don't take Melanie. She's a catty bitch.
I don't know cosmically, but for the Trump-Musk-Rogan throuple, yes. Yes, it's definitely the beginning of the end. Love you, Donald.
Love you, Joe.
I love you guys.
What's he doing here?
Just ignore him, Joe.
Nah, man, I'm out of here.
No, Joe, come back.
I'll never leave.
I know. And that only makes it worse.
In December, Trump announced brown man Kash Patel as his pick for director of the FBI.
I'm sure that was well received by Trump's overtly racist base.
TTs, your sarcasm is not lost on me. Show favourite and direct conduit to Yahweh, Mark Taylor, pointed out brown man Patel had once written a children's book.
Okay. So far, so boring.
A children's book about a wizard.
Think of the children!
On the incredibly reputable platform Rumble, Taylor told Michelle Moore, "There's no such thing as a good wizard, a good warlock, a good witch. What does the Bible say about a wizard? A wizard shall be put to death."
Burn the witch! Burn the witch! Burn the witch!
But guys, I'm one of you. I hate trans people too.
If you're wondering what Patel's book, The Plot Against the King, is about, here's a synopsis.
An election is stolen by an evil cabal of leftists, and Patel's wizard uncovers the plot and saves the day.
So pure fantasy.
Yep, especially the part where Patel serves any kind of useful function.
If you'd like to serve a useful function, give this podcast a 5-star rating right now. We promise we won't get all high on your praise and start barbecuing wizards, witches, warlocks, brown or trans people. I have to admit, I do wonder what billionaire tastes like.
What can we take away from the last half of 2024? People are stupid. And that's why Satan is my superhero. Thank you so much for listening. Rate, review, subscribe, all that podcast stuff. But most of all, please give us money.
Go to patreon.com/Satan is my superhero.
If you join our Patreon at the Third Circle of Hell, you'll receive access to exclusive content like this.
For the patrons, my demon bots and I reviewed the reviews of the 2020 book, You're Not Enough. And that's okay. Escaping the Toxic Culture of Self-Love, by Brick Bible Hating, Allie Beth Stuckey. And here is Casey's 10-word review.
Wish I could return it. It's absolutely useless to me.
I wouldn't say it's absolutely useless, KC. You could use it as a doorstop. Which would be poetic, as its author has the moral integrity of a funny door-related item that's also not a doorstop.
What?
My metaphor fell apart, alright? It happens when you get to my age. Let's not dwell, just move along.